Hey guys, this is Jimmy Jones again. Spray painting the calibers and the whole undercarriage. We were going to just do the brake calibers. That's what he came for. That's what he was going to do at his place. But while you're doing it, you might as well do some other stuff. I guess I kind of talked him into it, or I don't know. He wanted to do it, so this is what we started with. We started with the black and the red. It's poppy red here. 2x ultra cover. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing, but this is what I prefer. And we also got the Seaside Gloss. We got the blue, brilliant blue gloss. That's what we painted the valve cover with. And these lug nuts. So what we're doing is we're painting everything to get a totally customized look. You know, it's an older vehicle. We're just giving a little touch up. It's not improving the fuel economy or no imagination like that. We are just painting some old rusty shit to make it look new again. So what we're doing, we took the windshield wipers off, painted them different, you know, contrasting colors. So this is what it comes out looking like when you finally get done. So any paint that gets on the brake caliber or on the rotor is going to come off. You know, you definitely want to tape it so you don't get a bunch on there, but don't be afraid of a little paint gets on there. So what we did was we painted the whole undercarriage black. We did a base coat on the actual thing, and you're going to use a couple coats. So I did like 2 coats of each, and then I changed this from red to teal. I changed this from red to teal. I did that from red to teal. So everything's got a couple coats, and then every time I did oversplash, I painted the back. I also painted the muffler, the exhaust, everything that you could see. You're already down here doing this, so you know, if you choose to, you can do that as well. Don't be afraid of getting paint on stuff. It's a vehicle, you know, it's not the end of the world, it's just a car. And you know, granted, the vehicles I'm working on, they're older, might cost a couple grand or so. You could probably buy this car for $1,000 or $2,000. It's a 95 Honda Accord. So it's not a brand new Mercedes, you know. So would I do this to a brand new Mercedes? I probably would, but I'm just saying, like, you might not want to do that, you know. I do have a BMW as well. But it's a 2002 BMW 325i, and I'm about to be posting that one. I am getting a professional spray rig set up, and I'm going to paint it inside the shop. One of the reasons for getting the shop. And I'm also going to do it to my Chevy S10 and my Nissan Altima as well as the motorcycle, stuff like that.
Just showing your car.
So right now I'm continuing to paint. Like I said, I did the base coat red, then I did the black. 1 coat, everything's coated nice and good. It looks okay, but you want it to look really cool, you know? You're trying to make it different than everybody else's shit. So we're gonna go ahead and change some of the colors on some of the things. Now when I do it, I have all the different colors that I'm using, you know, right here in front of me. So as I'm going with it, you know, you can make a little plan, but I kind of just go with the flow, go with what looks right. You know, I kind of make a plan ahead of time, but I also like the speckled effect. So he said to do it as if I was doing my car. So I'm asking him, everything beforehand, but if you're doing this for yourself or you're doing it for somebody else, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's a good way to spend your time. It's nothing negative in your life. Some of us got them demons, so staying busy is definitely key. See, I'm not afraid of getting stuff on the back walls here because, like I said, I have more paint to paint that back over. So as you're going, you just want to, like, little touches, little dabs,
I know.
And, I'm just trying to get good angles at stuff. If you watch the other videos I did it on my truck, the Chevy S10. I did it like this. And then I needed to redo my suspension, so I took it back off. I tore out the whole front end, the whole assembly, and I replaced it with new. But while I was replacing it with new, I had painted everything else. So while it was new, I painted the actual pieces while they were out of the box, brand new. Put tape around the spots that shouldn't get paint and did it the correct way. But I still did it like this originally. I also started doing this project because my front end was bad. And I wasn't sure if it was the tires or what, so I bought new tires and new front end, which, when all said and done, I got the quote.
What was really wrong with the car the whole time?
So, in the end, I found out that what was actually wrong with the car, I went through all this, spent, over $1,000 doing this little upgrade to my truck, which I needed to do it anyway. I've been wanting to do it. But when all said and done, after I did all the stuff, it was still doing that problem. And then I come to find out as I'm driving home from redoing the whole thing, it was still doing it. My buddy, who's an amazing mechanic, Billy.
Shout out to Billy.
Shout out to Billy. He looked it over and he couldn't figure it out. And then we were talking about whether, we were seeing what was going on with it. It turns out that the 4x4 was stuck on. And it has a problem going in 4x4. So I put it in two-wheel drive and it wasn't doing it no more. And I was like, damn.
So redid the whole front end.
I redid all that, the front end.
Got new tires.
The tires,
Switched
new
the
rims. All that because I had it in four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working right. So.
Yeah,
But
everything happens for a reason.
yeah, everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad, personally, I'm happy that it actually happened, because if that wouldn't have happened, and if it wasn't meant to be, I wouldn't have done all this stuff to my car, and I probably wouldn't have got the shop, because doing this to my car is what made me really want the shop, realizing on how beneficial the shop would be, and everything just lined up for me exactly the way it was supposed to be.
Like God's will?
Yeah, I had faith and I trusted in God's will. And that's the real deal.
Yeah.
So, we're in recovery, and so people that are in God's will, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're always searching for God's will. And this is God's will.
For today.
Just for today.
Only people in recovery.
just for today, we are painting
Tell
the
yourself.
car.
Tell yourself.
Tell yourself, just for today, we
My
are
thoughts.
going to paint a Honda.
I thought you were gonna say the whole just for the head. You know
Oh man,
it? Oh shit. See?
actually loving it. I don't know why it's doing it. Even the tip. But it's still in the speckle. You get the mineral spirit. Fill the cap up with mineral spirits. This one right here. Can you get me a tip off one of the other? There's a couple cans in the garbage.
What? The garbage?
Yeah, it's right on the top.
What do I look like?
A trash picker.
Here, come shine the light over here. I can't see.
Shine your light on me.
Ron, grab that light real quick.
Won't you tell me my story?
Shine it in the
Yeah,
trash
you don't
can.
mind if I leave Jimmy?
Yeah, he'll be alright. YouTube will live. They can see our trash real quick. Hey, shine it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to still get him in the video.
There ain't no damn caps in here,
Put her
fool.
in the video too. There.
There ain't no caps
Just
in here.
record her.
What are you looking for, by the way? Mineral spirits, right?
No, I got the mineral spirits. I was just looking for a
Alright.
cap.
Oh, I was gonna say, I got some over there.
Here. You gotta. This fucking thing.
Oh, you gotta get the screwdriver.
Yeah, I know. You moved all your tools. I mean, we're not there.
All right. So got the speckle on it. Oh, yeah.
Will pliers work?
Yeah.
This'll work.
Anything will work.
This'll work. Anything? Not anything.
Anything.
Nope. I don't think so. I don't believe it.
Anything.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Why don't you just grab a new cap?
Because what's in the
Oh.
Oh, you wanted a tip, not a cap.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
No.
looking for a cap.
Well, I want both.
Well, they don't have those. The trash ate the cap.
I'll go ahead.
It has
I know
tips.
it's complicated.
It has tips, not caps.
Okay. Well, how about you just tip this?
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
That's not no fun. That's a tease.
Balls and all. Balls and all. I'm just gonna grab another tip.
Just the tip,
Just the tip.
not the cap. Not the balls. We're great.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Not like I'm on camera.
No, I'm on camera.
Yeah.
You're just co-starring.
Apple's can.
Okay. You have another one? Or is that the last
Yeah,
one?
there's 2 more, but it's a full can.
Oh, shit.
I've never had one of those do that on me.
Here, let me see it. Well, we broke one last week. He dropped it out of nowhere and broke the whole top off. Got it. Okay,
Got it?
I did. For 2 seconds. Look. It's going, it's going. Here, I'm doing it. It's already done. We've mastered the speckle.
Speckle the shit toast.
God damn, this is stuck. Yo, let's do your whole car. Bro, we have enough paint. Let's just rainbow it out. Like a unicorn. Yo, I told my manager today, we were talking about we were watching Flipper. Well, we weren't really watching it, but it was on.
Let me see, yeah.
I was at work watching Flipper, yeah. No, I wasn't, but... So, in Flipper, they have the little monkey, and I was like, oh, I want a monkey, and I was like, you know them little ones? And she was like, yeah, they are cute. She was like, but they're bad. And I was like,
Yeah,
you know what I really want? I was like, a baby dragon. I was like, can you find me a dragon?
They have those little pet dragons.
Yeah.
A pet dragon?
I just want a baby
Bearded
dragon.
dragon?
No, I want like a dragon like Game of Thrones. Like Khaleesi's dragon. Can you find me a dragon? Find me a dragon egg, and then I'll make it hatch. And then it'll be mine. It'll be my baby dragon. Are we gonna put this on it too? I'll speckle everything. Let's just mix it up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where you going? Come on, baby, whoa. Yeah. Give it a little highlight. Don't forget the Lone Ranger over there.
I think I should put the blue on these.
What, dark blue? This car, what do you think? What do you think, cameraman?
Blue drip.
He's like, y'all are already doing it. Oh, what's right here?
Yeah, I know what it's doing. I'll just do a brake caliper. It's all about finding that happy medium where you're barely touching it. So we don't want it to come out real fast. We want it to be slow. It's got a little bit of blue in it. I don't want the blue to really overpower anything. Alright. Yeah, so we know this ain't the right way to do everything, but see, what happened is we ain't rich and we ain't got the money to be doing that shit. So, in the hood, it don't matter what your shit looks like as long as it looks good. So, fuck it, we just made a $100 paint job. Fuck it. No, but serious, like, it looks decent, it looks okay. It's not, you know, an expensive, fancy paint job. We get that. We are not doing it professionally. And that shit, oh, you did this wrong. Oh, you did that, dude. We get that, man. We get that. But you paint your shit, and we will paint our shit. You got some tape stuck in here, bro. How you get that there? Oh, yeah. Let me drop the damn car off the jack stand. So that's what, when you're putting the car up, you got to make sure you're careful, because this car fell earlier, because when we were putting it up, he jacked it up the wrong way. So you got to make sure you're very careful when you're picking up your car. You want to make sure you lift it with a safe jack, and always use jack stands. Have 2 jack stands at least, and a jack. If you're going to do any type of project like this where you're lifting the car out of the air, you can go down to anywhere and get a jack and get jack stands. Safest way. You know, if you don't have much money and you're trying to do some stuff like this, save some money. Get yourself a nice little, jack and jack stands and start somewhere. You know, like I was telling him 4 months ago, I was homeless. You know, I was a junkie, and I have my shit together quite a bit, but I keep fucking up. You know what I mean? And I'm bouncing back after yesterday. I got 5 months clean, and just trying to stay clean, doing some positive things, some things I love to do some artwork, do some creative things with my time instead of doing something negative. You know, something that's gonna put me in a hole and spending my money on shit I don't need. Instead, spending, what I would have used in dope a day, I'm spending on some paint and something positive to do, And that's, for me, that's what it's all about, is being very careful with my time and doing stuff that I love, enjoy, positive things that are going to be beneficial to me, to other people, instead of doing detrimental things and having negative force of nature in my life. Like, I don't need any of that, so I try to be careful on who I surround myself with. And I do hang with some people, but everybody's trying to change their life. Everybody that I try to surround myself with positive influences that are heading in the same direction. And if you're not, then I gotta keep it moving and trying to do my thing. So I hope that you can do yourself. You can get some projects like this going, or whatever you do. No matter what it is, just try to manage your time better with some positive things, And I know for me it helps, and I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through, but I can guarantee 100% of people, everybody has some issues. You can't live life without an issue. That's just the nature of life, and once you find what makes you happy, and something that feels right, you go with the flow. Don't fight it. Don't be pushing for that job. Don't be trying to just do whatever makes you happy. And I guarantee you, it'll change the course of your life and put you into a spiral into where it turns into something that can be monetary. By you doing whatever you love, eventually you will be doing that thing. And that is what you will get paid for. And you can turn that into a career, just doing what you love. At least that's my situation. And I hope that you can find something that you love as well and put it into positive action and not have to worry about working for somebody else, and not have to worry about your bills, and not have to worry about stuff hanging over your head. It's the most gratifying thing when you're grateful for every day. And when you're grateful, you get to do what you love, and you're just grateful for the people in your life and grateful for everything. I seen somebody yesterday who was in a good position, and he relapsed, and he was on his ass. He was all fucked up, and he wasn't doing good, and he was depressed, and he was sad about his girl leaving, and I was trying to talk him into going to detox, and I think I got through to him, and I know he's definitely a positive. When he's clean, he's 100% different. Great guy. But he was looking bad. He was looking real bad. And it just made me very grateful for where I'm at. And trying to stay there, and trying to increase my productivity and manage my time and do things that are only positive for me and the people around me. And so with that, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.